Hey guys, this is Scott from Forgot to Grow Up Podcast. Welcome to week 16, part B of our countdown to Avengers Infinity War. This week I'm talking about the 18th installment in the MCU, the latest MCU movie to come out, Black Panther from 2018. This movie's still in theaters some places, guys, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be breaking down the plot and giving you a quick 3 trivia facts about the movie just to give us a quick refresher before the Avengers Infinity War movie. So, if you haven't seen Black Panther, I highly advise you don't watch this. There's going to be spoilers. I'm breaking down the plot of the film. Okay, guys? It's a refresher for people who've seen it, don't have a chance to rewatch it before Avengers Infinity War. Or you can watch and be spoiled, but just don't complain about spoilers, because I'm spoiling it. Anyways, let's start off. We start off at the beginning in the film. We learn a little bit about Wakanda's history. We see that centuries ago, 5 African tribes warred over a vibranium meteorite that was in Wakanda. One warrior amongst these tribes ingests a heart-shaped herb which was affected by the vibranium, which gives this warrior superhuman abilities, becoming the first Black Panther. This warrior unites all but one of the tribes to form the nation of Wakanda. The Wakandans use the vibranium to develop advanced technology and isolate themselves away from the outside world. In the present day, after the events of Civil War, we find T'Challa returning to Wakanda to take the throne and to rule over the advanced nation. But he soon learns that Claw, a villain we learned from Age of Ultron, has stolen a Wakandan artifact from a London museum. So T'Challa travels to South Korea, where Claw is planning to sell that artifact. So after a big firefight, some flashy sequence, Claw attempts to escape, but is captured and taken into CIA agent Everett K. Ross's custody. That's Martin Freeman, for those of you who don't know. But Claw is broken out by Eric Killmonger, who gravely injures Ross. So then, rather than pursue Claw, T'Challa takes Ross back to Wakanda, where he can save him with their advanced technology. And so while Shuri, T'Challa's sister, heals Ross, T'Challa confronts Ziri, who's kind of like his uncle, but not really, is the advisor of his dad. Anyways, he confronts him about his father's brother, so his uncle, and Ziri then explains that his uncle had planned to share Wakandan technology with people of African descent around the world to help them conquer their oppressors. But T'Challa's father arrested his uncle, but as he was trying to arrest him, T'Challa attacked Zuri, and then, not T'Challa attacked him, T'Challa's uncle attacked Zuri, forcing T'Challa's father to kill him. So T'Challa's dad had to kill his own brother, aka T'Challa's uncle. It's a weird triangle. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce any of the names. So bad. Anyways, this whole thing ends up to being them leaving a child behind, which was Eric. And we learned that Eric was a U.S. Black Ops soldier who adopted the name Killmonger. And so Killmonger kills Claw after having broken him out and takes his body to Wakanda as kind of like an offering to say, see, I can do what your king can't. So he's brought before the tribal elders, revealing his identity and his claim to the throne, because he does have a claim to it. His dad, his uncle was the king, his cousin's now the king. He's got a right to challenge for it. So Killmonger challenges T'Challa to ritual combat, and he ends up defeating T'Challa and throwing him over a waterfall where he presumes he's dead. Then he ingests the heart-shaped herb, which gives him the Black Panther superhuman abilities, and then Killmonger orders that the rest of the heart-shaped herb is incinerated, but Nakia is able to extract one before it's all destroyed. Killmonger, supported by the army of Wakanda, prepares to distribute shipments of Wakandan weapons to operatives around the world. Nakia, Shuri, and T'Challa's mother and Ross flee to that one tribe that didn't join of the other 4 in Wakanda, because I can't pronounce their names either, and they hang out in the mountains. Anyways, they travel there where they discover T'Challa in a comatose state, who had been rescued by them in repayment for sparing their leader's life earlier in the film, which I hadn't mentioned. It's only kind of important. The point is, they then heal T'Challa using the heart-shaped herb that they had taken, so that T'Challa can return to fight Killmonger. And when he goes back to fight him, he discovers that Killmonger has his own Black Panther suit and commands the Wakandan army to attack T'Challa. So T'Challa with his sisters and family and the Dora Milaje, I don't know if I said that one right either. They joined T'Challa's, and while Ross remotely pilots a ship and shoots down the planes carrying the vibranium weapons. And then so they're also joined by that tribe as reinforcements to help retake Wakanda from Killmonger. So then there ends up being a big fight. The two armies stand down because they're like, why are we killing why are Wakandans killing Wakandans? And then the fight's just left down to Killmonger and T'Challa. They end up fighting in the Wakandan vibranium mines, and T'Challa's able to disrupt Killmonger's suit just long enough to stab him. Killmonger is gonna die, but he refuses to be healed. He refuses, choosing to die a free man rather than be incarcerated for everything he's done. And that's the end of the film, guys, except for the two post-credit scenes I have for you guys. So the first one being T'Challa. He appears before the United Nations and he reveals what that Wakanda's true nature to the world. He reveals the fact that they've got all this technology. He's ready to start sharing it with the world. And then the second post-credit scene we see is that we see Shuri, again, T'Challa's sister, helping out Bucky Barnes, that's right, the Winter Soldier, helping him with his recuperation in Wakanda. And he's healing up so that he can come fight in the Avengers Infinity War movie. And that brings us to the end of Black Panther, guys. Hope that was concise enough. I hope I didn't screw up too many of the names, which I know I did. But anyways, I got 3 trivia facts before I'll let you go today, guys. The first of which being is that Black Panther is the first movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to have its opening weekend domestic box office surpass its production cost. That's right, so this movie cost $200 million to make, while its Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday opening weekend domestic box office, that just means North America, that made $202 million. So they made $2 more million just on the first night. But this movie went on to break so many more, which brings us to the second trivia fact, which is that Black Panther is the 5th Marvel Cinematic Universe movie to gross $1 billion worldwide, following the Avengers, Iron Man 3, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Captain America Civil War. But this is the only MCU movie to cross $1 billion that didn't have Robert Downey Jr., aka Tony Stark, aka Iron Man appearance. That's right, the only MCU movie to pass $1 billion without the help of Iron Man, which I thought was a pretty cool fact. And so the last trivia fact I have for you guys today is that Black Panther had a 5-week run at the #1 spot in the US box office in February 2018, leading into the middle of March 2018. And this was the last time this was done, guys. Last time a movie had a 5-week streak at #1 was back in February, for the month of February. I'm sorry, that I'm trying to read my notes. I screwed it up. Let's just backtrack, read it again for you guys. So the third trivia fact is that this 5-week run this 5-week, wow, I'm screwing up this last one. Let's just keep it going. I made it through most of the video. I'm gonna just keep it. I might edit it, I might not. Who knows? The third trivia fact, guys, that I'm going to try to finally get through is that the 5-week run that Black Panther had during February of this year, the last time a movie had a 5-week #1 streak run in February hasn't been since Wayne's World in 1992, not 20. It came out of the 90s, and Silence of the Lambs in 1991. So if you guys didn't understand that because it didn't come out clearly at all, what I was trying to say was the last time a movie was at #1 for 5 weeks during February wasn't since Wayne's World in 1992. So there's been plenty of other movies that have broken that streak of 5 weeks in other months of the year, but this was the first one in February to go for 5 weeks at #1 since Wayne's World in 1992. I can't say 1992 apparently without accidentally almost saying 21st. But anyways, that's finally the end after 4 or 5 attempts at that last trivia fact. What brings us to the end of this week's video, guys. Thanks for joining me this week. Let me know in the comments below how much you guys enjoyed Black Panther and how excited you guys are for Infinity War to be out in the next couple weeks. But thanks again, guys, for watching today, and I hope you have a good one.